Welcome.
Go till
Yes,
9 today.
till 9. Okay, fine. We'll see. We'll plan based on your topics. Okay, fine. Let us do revision of the week. We have covered 4 book summaries in this week. I'm unable to edit it. Let it be. So these are the 4 books that we have seen: Hit Refresh, Unfuck Yourself, Management Must to Leadership Success, as well as Making Great Relationships. So before going to further, I want to get ideas from your side, what you have learned, what you have implemented in this week, and what you have got results in this particular week. First book is Hit Refresh. Let us discuss about this. Sony, what you have learned about Hit Refresh?
Learned about?
Hit Refresh book. It was written by Satya Nadella, and it was a life journey of Satya Nadella. What you have learned from that?
Oh, Satya Nadella.
It's a revision, right?
Yeah. He was the one who worked with Microsoft and did MBA, that story, right?
Yeah.
His life. Oh my God, I can remember all his life, but pick any lesson from there. He had very close experience of what life is all about, seeing his son after his son's delivery.
Yes. Okay, great. Awesome. What about you, Ravikran? What did you learn?
Give me 2 seconds.
Satya Nadella, life journey. Hit refresh. You need to hit the refresh.
And it was when he was doing his MBA while he was working with Microsoft.
Yeah. He was doing two things. One is 5 days job and 2 days MBA.
He could fly over to his study place and
Yeah. Yeah.
And he continuous, improvement actually. When his son was in hospital, so whatever the technology, whatever the mispractices happening in the hospital,
Yes.
that he enhanced in his Microsoft these things. That is one thing I remember.
Yeah.
And
Wonderful.
one remarkable thing is his association. He joint ventured with Apple.
Okay.
That openness was appreciated. So
Yeah.
if things are falling down, how you can come up with a joint venture and
Yeah.
increase your market value.
Yeah. He always innovate himself and try to come up with the new ideas and new innovations. Yeah, I agree with all of your points. In my case, I learned one powerful technique from this book: how Satya Nadella learn from cricket. That is the most important point. I was expecting that Satya Nadella is very interested in cricket, playing cricket in his childhood. And that cricket playing means playing cricket, he implemented those rules in his technology world. While he was working in Microsoft, he implemented 3 rules from the cricket: compete when intimated, always put your team first, get to know your teammates, and play to their strengths. These are the 3 rules that he learned from team. I mean, he learned from playing cricket, and he implemented them in his job and while he's working. Yeah, like if you see his parents, his childhood, he was fond of cricket, and then he entered into the job as young age. And after he was interested in cricket, but his father made him to join engineering, and there he was not interested initially, but later he made that engineering is the main key role of him, IT engineering, and he worked on the Microsoft. After that, he improvised the innovations. He worked on simultaneous cloud technologies as well as management, like MBA. He worked on the two things together. Later on, he asked the team members to share their openness, means what is their ideas, and he invited everyone for open discussion. He did one-to-ones with each and every team member, and he know each and every teammate and their strength, and he played around with them. And he when the market overrated, means market gone forward and Microsoft was below that, then he came up with the collaboration of Apple, and he included the OneNote, OneDrive, all these things he included, and those services with the Apple iPhone and iPad made him revolution, and he learned from the life challenges. One of the challenges is his child misery, and from that he found new innovations from in the medical industry. So wherever he goes, he thinks of that how we can implement that technology towards there. So that's all about hit refresh summary. Any more ideas? Hit refresh. It's all about leadership. How you
I
lead.
wonder in how from cricket he learned how to have a joint venture with their own competitor.
No. See, in the cricket, compete with when intimidated. Suppose when you are intimidated, you need to compete with your own. If suppose India versus Pakistan match is going on, you know how they will compete each other. Even if one wicket was taken out, they'll try to hit that twice than that of loss. Whatever they have lost, they'll try to regain it by double or triple their capacity or energy. If suppose even one ball they misused, they'll try to repay that. So try to make, if suppose loss is going on in your company or in your job, try to regain it twice or thrice with your capacity. You need to compete. So first of all, they have said the compete with others. If the compete is not the right way, they'll collaborate. Like IPL is came into the journey. How IPL came? Initially, each and every country is fighting with the cricket. But now in the IPL, every team, every country collaborated. Are you getting?
Kind of.
Got it?
Thoda thoda.
Okay. No problem. So yeah, we
But
can
I
learn.
like the flexibility of mind. It shows the fluidity of the thoughts,
Yeah.
It's more on the goal rather than on thing or people.
Yes. Yeah, it's what we learn from each and everyone is important. Okay. Yeah, let us see the next book. Unfuck yourself. Any ideas that you remember from this book? Hardly, at least one or two.
There
Yeah, I
are
was
5 myths in that book.
Five assertions. Yeah, five radical
Five
assertions.
assessments.
Great. What are the five assertions?
Five assertions.
One is active listening. What
second
about
is saying you got it, though it doesn't mean that you have got it. It's like knowing, but then there's one assertion that you got it. I got it.
I got it?
Yeah.
What is
I'm wired to win.
I am wired to win? Superb. What more? Two more are there.
I am not my thoughts. I am what I do.
Yeah, I'm not my thoughts.
This is one of the most powerful, actually. Only thoughts doesn't help you to grow up. You have to start doing something.
Yeah, thoughts doesn't help you. Only actions help you.
With that, I just want to bring this idea. Yesterday, I was listening to one of the speeches of Modi, old ones, and he is saying, "Don't try to be something. Try to do something."
Yeah,
I found that very powerful.
Wonderful. What is the last
Then
assertion?
even the strangest secret also, no? It
Yeah,
is
I said about that. We become what we think about is all about the stranger secret. The stranger secret is saying that we become what we think about. But here I found that we become what we do about. Thinking will not only succeed, means only thinking will not lead to success. Thinking, but we need to take action. So actions are important rather than thinking.
Yeah, so I had this thought, Ravikant, yesterday. I was thinking about it when I heard this, that this says that what you think, so you become.
Yeah,
All right. So what you do, at least it needs to start with a thought.
yeah,
But many times when you do that, you're stuck at the thought level, that thought and thinking, you think, yeah, I'm a millionaire. I want to be a millionaire. But this just surpasses everything, crosses out everything and say, just do. you
yeah.
know you are not what you think, you are what you do. You're not the product of environment, you are
Mm,
the product what responds to the environment, so it shifts hugely.
yeah. Yeah, one thing I remember just now means I one idea popped up in my mind. So whenever you said I am a billionaire or I become a billionaire, the intensity of thought and the burning desire for becoming that is the more important in doing actions. Even though if you are not intended, means if your intention is not strong, or if your frequency or intensity is less, that you will do less actions for becoming that. So if you want your thoughts into the reality, you need to put yourself 100% into that, even in thoughts, in the actions, or in making consistency, whatever it is. So,
Yes, here I would like to add a point, Akhil. When I was doing all that,
hmm,
uh, there was a different level, but when I have added why to it, why I want,
yeah,
and that had made it as a purpose, then the frequency is much more in my hand because I know my why.
wonderful.
So here, knowing your why takes you at a lot more big leap rather than just affirming yourself.
Okay, superb, wonderful. And we have covered 2, 3 action steps for this from this book. I'll reveal only action steps. I'm not revealing the assertions here. Let us see the what are the action steps we have decided on that day. These are the 3 action steps that we have decided. Allow yourself reward for every 90-minute focused work. So it's not about only actions, you need to set the reward system. If you don't set the reward system, then the motivation for the next task will be very less. So that is the reason you need to set yourself a reward, either it may be eating a chocolate or playing a game or going out for walking or giving some things to someone else. Anything you can set a reward, or purchasing a new thing in Amazon, or if you want to purchase anything for your home, anything can be set as a reward. Okay. And the second action step is do it now. And as Sony says, just do it. It was the next slogan. So whatever the happening, don't that means don't try to become a perfection, and you don't wait for some perfect moment to happen or someone to come into your life. Do it now says you to do it as of now, whatever it is, how much ever confidence you are, whatever the self-defeating thoughts are going on your brain, cut out them and be in control of your mind. So do it now says to focus on your work. And the third action step is separate your thoughts from actions. How do you do that? Drop the worries, excuses, distractions, and hidden expectations. So whatever your thoughts are there are almost 50,000 to 60,000 thoughts are going on every day. Out of them, only few.
especially
Sorry.
this point is valid for me
Yeah.
because I have too many
Too
thoughts
many
going
thoughts
on in
going
my
on
head. So
simultaneously.
that actually impacting on actual goal.
Yes, exactly. So we need to always focus on only
without thinking.
one thing at a time. Remember that I always admire this idea, one thing at a time. Especially I learned this from Brian Tracy. So I always think like that. Suppose 60,000 thoughts are coming in my mind. What is one thought I can work on right now? Only one particular time. As we have already seen the focus course in the January month, so we have also known that multitasking will drain your performance. So that's how you need to unfuck yourself. Set a reward for 90-minute focused work. Do it now and don't think of the result. Cut out of your self-defeating thoughts. Separate your thoughts from your actions. So whatever you are doing actions time, don't think too much. Whenever you are thinking, don't do any actions. Let us move on to the next lesson,
I
next
would
book.
like to add here something,
Yeah,
an example for reward.
yeah,
So, my house chores and housekeeping work is done by me. All
wonderful.
right. And I used to find it very meditative. So, if I have my mind too much running, like uh, 50,000 all at one time, it was like that. So, in that, I used to work and everything would get channelized. I would think of it at the same time, my house chores are getting done. So, I found it very giving time to myself, because when you physically move at a certain rate, you
Mm,
make your mind also move in that rate.
yeah,
So when you are doing, you just cannot haphazardly do things. You do it in a nice systematic way. That is how I used to train and channelize my thoughts.
wonderful.
But over a period of time, that became a mountain activity.
Yeah, every
I
day.
wanted something else, and then I was not doing those. Once my thoughts are channelized, I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to sit and work,
Yeah,
and my house chores were sitting idle. So then I said, all right, I set myself a reward. I'll do this, and I'll put this much amount in my kitty.
wonderful. I also suggest like that. Means if suppose you complete some goal, set a reward. In the same way, that reward should be adding some money into your fund, whatever your fund. I call it as my leader fund. My leader fund, I'll keep on adding some amount over there, and I'll use that leader fund for charities. So this is how I apply in myself. Yeah, that will also a nice idea for that setting a reward. Now, what I am suggesting in this from this book we have learned is set 90-minute focused work. It is not about half an hour or 1 hour. Make sure you maintain 90 minutes focused work. After that, you set a reward. If suppose you started at 9 a.m. today and 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., no deviations, only focus on one particular activity. After 10:30, you set some leader fund, or you can set a certain reward for yourself, either having a breakfast with a costly breakfast item or whatever it is. You can come up with your own reward.
But this we learn from Pomodoro technique also, 27
Yeah.
minutes.
Pomodoro, we have seen tomato.
27.
Oh, yeah, just a minute. I am hiding, disabling that. Yeah, now you can't draw.
Yeah, it was not deliberate. I was trying to hold the screen.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the chore, like work. 20 minutes is for anything which can finish or if you're too distracted. Whereas 90 minutes is like when you're focused, you are looking for certain kind of a result and you want that
Yeah,
task to be done.
Pomodoro, we
So
actually
90
got
minutes.
25 minutes per 25 minutes plus 5 minutes. That is the Pomodoro. But in this journey, we see that 90 minutes. It is almost 3 Pomodoros. So which is different. So this is a different way of implementation. Yeah. Anyways, we'll try see. That is what we have said, that top 3 tasks. Each and every task should be 90 minutes. Okay.
Thank you, Akhil, for giving me name to my kitty, the leadership, the leader's kitty.
Mhm. I keep myself as a leader fund. Okay.
Leader funds. Okay.
Let us see
Uh,
the next
I'll
lesson.
also name my funds like that.
Management mess to leadership success. This is another book that we have seen in this journey. We have seen 30 challenges a leader should follow, how to lead himself, how to lead others, how to get results. Any learnings, Sony? What did you learn from management mess to leadership success?
Okay, my mind is switching from that book to this book now. Uh, I loved this book. I know there were many lessons. Rather, I said I'll run through the video, which I didn't.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, someone start. I will pull it along. I'm just taking a little time to switch.
Vikran, over to you.
Actually,
Vikran.
this class I joined in somewhere in the middle. So
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
How do you declutter your mind? Okay. So commit to continuous improvement by learning and challenging yourself is one of the key lessons. There are 30 challenges. I can't reveal all the 30, but you can take few. So continuous learning is one. Get feedback from people, seek the advice, learn new skills every day, use them to improve yourself, and take feedback from team and go for lunch. That is the main lesson that I learned from this book. Go for team lunch, celebrate wins. So whatever we have seen that previous reward system, in the same way, in this book also it is said that celebrate your wins. It's not about only achievements. You need to celebrate it along with your team. Appreciate
One
your
moment, one moment. Ravi Kiran, where are you from?
I'm from Hyderabad.
Okay, now Akhil, you got to implement this. Next time you come to Hyderabad, we are having lunch. You're you read that
why
point
don't you
just
plan
now.
on Sunday? This Sunday itself, I'll plan.
Oh no, no, not the Sunday is already preoccupied. Next Sunday, please.
We'll have chit chat on that. No problem. At least we'll have connect over there. What about you, Ravikiran? Are you available on Sunday?
This Sunday, not.
Okay. Okay, fine. We'll plan on one of the day. Okay. So these are the 3-4 lessons we learned from this book. Management Means to Leadership Success is all about how managerial confusions are there and how to make them to the leadership success. How to do that? There are 30 challenges. Means that is a 30 days challenge. Means if suppose if you want to start a leadership success journey, there is a 30 days challenge written by the author, and each and every day you can take one action step from that. So that's those are the 30 challenges. We can make it as a 3 parts. Lead yourself first, and lead yourself makes that have a clear vision, write your goals, and all the things about lead yourself first. And the second one is lead others. Lead others is how to communicate with the team members, or how to appreciate them, or how to embrace their failures, and how to collaborate with their things, all the things. And the third one is getting results for your team. How to get results based on their efficiency, or their own strengths and their own weakness, and how to learn everyday new skills, and how to get more from doing less. All these things comes under management is mess to leadership success. Let us move on to the final book that we have seen in this journey, Making Great Relationships. How do you make great relationships? What are the things that you have learned? Ravikiran, over to you first. Ravikiran,
Not able to recollect it.
making great relationships. We have seen yesterday itself that how do you overcome conflicts? How do you avoid conflicts? How do you improve your communication? And what else you have learned? Any lesson, one lesson that you have learned?
One lesson is now
Become your own friend.
Maybe he's not able to recollect me because he joined little late, I guess. Fine. Superb. Let us see our mind map lesson. Okay. Over to you, Sony. Sony, what you have learned?
Yeah. Become your own friend.
Okay.
Yeah, that's very important. And Set your boundaries.
Okay. What else?
Avoid conflict.
Okay.
Conflict management is alleged in this one, and whenever you have a misunderstanding with anybody else, you make some comfortable time and then you resolve it like that. You told us, right?
Yeah.
Mm, yeah, more you add again. I'm sneezing.
Okay. One of the technique I learned from this book is set boundaries and clear boundaries, and make sure you have a clarity when you are discussing with your relationship. Openness. Ask openness question. What was your first kiss like, and what do you want from your partner, and what they are expecting? All these things makes them great relationships. And three questions we have seen from this book. How can you extend kindness to those people surrounded you? How to avoid conflicts in your relationship? How to improve your better communication in relationship? So let us see what are the answers. Set boundaries, find a trusted friend, and release yourself. This is one of the lesson I learned. Find a trusted friend. If suppose you have any trusted friend who will just listen, he will not respond to anything. Uh, just for sharing yourself and to release your negative baggage in your mind. Suppose your spouse is making you, giving you some conflicts in your family. At that time, you need one medium to share your things and release your negative baggage. If you post all these things into social media, and it will create multiple ripples. Instead of that, try to find one trusted friend and release your negative language every frequently, means every few days. So that way, once you remove the negative luggage, you will feel again reconnection with your whatever relationship. So that's we have learned powerful lesson. How to avoid conflicts? We have seen one powerful lesson, Vipassana meditation. I already mentioned here. Vipassana meditation, he said that take a deep breath and focus on your physical sensations. So whenever you feel anger, make use anger as a tool. And how to make anger as a tool? With the help of taking deep breaths and making it anger as a giving a creative response instead of coming with the normal response. Try to come up with a creative response whenever you are feeling anger. Try to deviate it with another techniques, as you might already know that anger control techniques. And how to improve better communication in relationships, we have seen three things, means five techniques I have seen, but I feel these three things are very important. Ask, admit, clarify. Ask means ask open questions. It should be open questions. Your partner should be able to reveal more and more. Question should be smart, short, and answer should be long. That's how you need to improve your communication. Admit your failures. If suppose you have gone through failures, don't have that ego or something else, ignorance to admit your failure. Admit your failure so that you will have a chance to explore more or to have a long-term relationship. And the third thing is clarify what your partner want. If you don't know what your partner wants, you will end up with conflict. So avoid conflicts by having a clarification. So these are the three things. How to extend is find a trusted friend and negative emotions, release them. Avoid how to avoid conflicts. Try to practice vipassana meditation. Take deep breaths and focus on your physical sensations of your body. And how to improve your communication. Ask, admit, clarify. These are the things that we learned. Thank you so much for sharing your lessons, what you have learned, and what we have learned from this week. These are the four books we have gone through, and we'll see another set of four books in the next week. Until then, stay